Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Rain World, where it has been a minute since the last episode because this is how long it took me to successfully perform the very long series of complicated jumps to get out of that area and back toward somewhere that we know. You might recognize this screen. If you don't yet, you probably will once we get moving here. We are, in fact, back somewhere that we kind of know, and we're pretty close to a place to sleep with a full belly, but this fucking spider has been camping at the only way to get out of this tunnel for like 3 minutes. So I thought I'd just bring y'all in and let you. Oh, sure. As soon as there's someone else to watch, all of a sudden he's ashamed. So long series of jumps across here. It took a while. This is that tunnel. That's the overhang where we couldn't sleep because we didn't have enough food. So yeah, it took a while. It took, if I'm honest, probably like 2.5 hours of attempts. And like, I could have just tried going a different way. We do need to get down there, so this guy also needs to get out of the way. But you know, at a certain point, I don't want to be like, it was a pride thing, but at a certain point it does become about whether or not I can do it, right? You get a little bit of a fixation in there, and yeah, and so it goes. This area is a fucking nightmare now. It's really bad here. I don't know if this is just bad luck or if this area is always this full of goop spiders after you pull the cell. Maybe there's something about the cell that was keeping them drawn into the computer, and now that it's gone, they're just kind of fucking everywhere. If we do die, so I've made it here twice now. This is the second time. And if we do end up dying here instead of getting to safety, I'm reasonably sure I can make the jumps some percentage of the time. You know what? I'm going for this. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, if we had died there, like I said, I'm reasonably sure that I could have made the jumps again. At least that would have been on camera, but also I didn't want to try to capture any more of it on camera than I did in the last episode, because like, who wants to watch me die in the same place over and over again as I calculate which of our jumps actually gets us the distance we need? It was a really, really tedious process filled with a lot of deaths that were not entirely my fault, and also a huge number of deaths that were entirely my fault. So, on the other side of it now, and in a place that we've been before, in a place that's familiar. So we know that we can backtrack from here and end up back in a part of the world from which we can reach looks to the moon. I'm pretty sure. For now, the thing to do is to keep going eastward. We're going to have to zone change backwards, you know, gates and stuff, and I think that's usually easier. Let me make sure I know where I'm going here. Oh my god, you remember the map so quickly sometimes. So we can just drop down and go right. We wouldn't have been able to make the traversal before necessarily, but we have a much greater traversal ability now. I kind of think we're just going back where we came from. I will say I definitely feel a lot more at home utilizing the cell jumps. Is any of this... Nope, none of that's respawned. Okay, that's fine. Fruit down here? Nope. Okay. So this puts us... Okay, this puts us on the other side of the jump. We don't even have to worry about the jump. Okay, well that leg really just like went right for me. Fortunately, we're too far away for that thing to actually reach us. But I do need it to withdraw that leg before we can move forward. It looks like it's stuck. It looks like that one leg is like glued to the roof. Must you? Wasn't exactly my plan. But you know, the slugcat does hate to grab onto the things that you tell it to grab onto. Alright, whatever. Just sit down there for a second. Let me stuff my face. It's good that we came down here. Sort of. It's good that we came down here in the sense that there's food. It's bad in the sense that I am now even more trapped by the stupid goop spider. Because it is a hateful, hateful creature. Okay. Let's get our orb and get back up to the top. It really sucks that it can have one of its limbs up here to keep us trapped while the body is down there. Okay, so we want to try to go over. I might be able to just make that jump. I'm certainly gonna try. Hell yeah. That abbreviates some things. Yeah, this way forward is closed to us. That used to be a traversal path once upon a time. Okay, so this will take us up to the platform. What? I was holding up, but I think we barely didn't come in contact with the vine, like matter of centimeters. I didn't want to hop because, you know, I don't want to just feed myself to the goo. Wonder where all the spiders went. Like, why is this area not as spidery now? Okay, well now that I realize you can just fall down there and it not only actually lets you progress forward, but also feeds you. I think that's just going to be the standard plan. So it was right here, right? And then just hold up. Yeah. Alright. It looks so easy when Luke Skywalker does it. Okay. So, only one way out of here. Where is the spider right now? It's in a real awkward position for me. I suppose I could just try to go fast, right? The spider is low enough that it might not be able to reach up. Okay, this is perfect. That will absolutely do the job. Again, I actually really do like the, you know, sort of environmental narrative going on here of the way this place has fallen apart, but I don't much like having to maneuver in it. Okay. What? Alright, well, I think we can... Whoa. Hold on a second. I'm not 100% sure what was happening there, but like it was like a vacuum effect drawing us over to the right. We weren't in the goo because we were able to just like, you know, walk left, and we also visibly were not in the goo, but it was exerting exerting an effect that was going to draw us into the lethal surface. And I just died trying to counter it. I really wish that the controls were, that the controls in the situations were, like, tight. That things behaved, like, really consistently. Because you get a lot of these situations, I feel like, in the Downpour campaigns especially. And becoming more and more common. I guess I didn't really need to eat this, but whatever. Where you have to make these, like, these increasingly difficult sequences of jumps. I forgot the plan. Whoa. I didn't realize I was going to fall to the right of the antenna. You have to make these increasingly difficult sequences of jumps, and the game's controls are just not. The slugcat has these, like, squishy state transitions, and things are just not tight and clean in the way you would want them to be for it to be like a really challenging platformer. I don't think that super challenging platforming really plays to the game's strengths so much. Well, you know what? If we don't have to go down there, I guess we won't. Nope. Give me my orb. The orb has lots of pickup priority most of the time. I guess not over mushrooms, though, which is odd. Okay, so on this run, they respawned enough food for us to not even need to go down there. Maybe that will be helpful. See, like that. We came out of that... we came out of that pipe folded in half in a way that prevents us from being able to jump normally. But there was not really very much a visual indication that that was the case, because you can hardly see the slugcat. Like, on the pole, the physical state that you're supposed to be in is real unclear, and if you're holding the orb, which covers at least half of your body, or maybe blurs all of the area around you when it's active, like, it's actually very difficult to quickly get an idea of your state. But it sure does have a huge effect on the way you move in every like possible scenario. I don't know, it's not like a huge problem, but it's not ideal. I don't agree that we didn't touch the vine enough to grab it there. I think that was... I think that we should have survived that. But, you know, again, like I have said many times, you know, the best... A big issue with the controls in Rain World is that due to the sort of like the squishiness of the on-screen elements and the sort of like arbitrary and quite variable range at which the slugcat will grab things and stuff, like, you put in the commands to do stuff, and then the stuff that you wanted happens like approximately 70% of the time. And it's just like, is that a system where we want really difficult precision platforming challenges? Personally, I don't think so. Whoa. If you're gonna kill me, would you hurry up and do it? I don't know what the point is of having you, like, get stuck to the surface for 5 full seconds. When you press down and jump when you're on a pole, sometimes you just fall directly off the pole, but sometimes the game interprets it as a normal jump and has you go upward. How often do you get the thing that you're trying to do instead of the other thing? Well, you know, about 70% of the time, I would say. I do appreciate the food respawns. I do appreciate, like, this is just saving us tedium more than difficulty. We're gonna get this. And then it's still like a long way back to the junction where we can head to where Looks at the Moon is, and even then I'm basing it on, you know, the old state of the world. I don't know for sure that we'll be able to do exactly the same things. Hey, I hate the position of this tentacle. Do you want to maybe move or do something? Okay, a little terrifying. What is the cat? Slugcats rolling around crazily. Okay. Very unreliable. Okay. It's probably actually better not to be boosted when moving around this area. See, sometimes you can just drop off the pole. Sometimes, but not always. So the lesson here is we must always jump straight up and grab the thing and not press sideways until you are sure you're on it, because otherwise the game will punish you. Okay, how much further do we have to go before we're out of this area? It is a ways. It is a marathon. Oh, that pole's in the background. There's absolutely no way for you to know that. But the pole that I tried to jump on there is actually not accessible from this layer of the graphics. Shit is terrifying. Because you're going to get killed by that eventually, right? Like... the lighting is cool. It looks really good. And it's also making stuff kind of unclear, making the actual game state a little hard to actually know. Okay, so this goes up and through. Right. I was like, that doesn't look possible, but yeah, this'll do just fine. Okay. All right, we are almost back to someplace slightly less terrifying, although we do not know, right? It might be more terrifying than it was last time we were there. Whew, okay. See if we can find a place to sleep. What are we looking at as far as the next rest goes? There's one halfway down there. Oh, this is the area with the yeah, okay, let's just go to the right and sleep there if we can make it. So there's a lot of tunnels through this area. But I'm a little leery of going for them with that thing right there. I think there's still a decent chance I get caught, especially since it can extend its tentacles so far into the tunnels. I could try to go over it really fast. Okay, maybe it's going to get out of the way. Oh, what is happening right now? Oh no, the silkworm has attached itself to me. This is a very dangerous thing, actually. It is fucking leashing me. Dude, go away. Oh no, I can hardly move. We're gonna get eaten because of this. I'm holding right, in case it's unclear. I'm holding right as hard as I possibly can right now. Okay, let go. Jesus. Deeply terrifying. Just every random game element is always trying to kill you. Okay. Not even going to go for the backflip. Just going to let the orb refresh. Do this the nice and easy way. So, we could try exploring the area above us. I don't think we've ever been there with any character. It's definitely an area that doesn't exist with every character. And it does look like it goes east. From a like world design standpoint, not a not like a flavor standpoint, but like a mechanics standpoint, it would make sense that there would be another way from here to the coast. We can at least try it. We can poke around. Because otherwise, like, the way we have ahead of us is very long, and yeah, let's just see. So, the hell was that jump? I guess I probably should double back and eat some of the berries. We could probably leave this thing here. It's probably safe, but you know what? I don't actually want to let it out of my sight. We'll just put it down right here for now. I will say, so far, it does not feel like, I haven't seen a rain threat at all since we got the cell, and I am wondering if some things have changed. Alright, you can go back anytime here. It's probably worth checking. And hell, as long as we haven't slept yet, it's pretty easy to just reverse direction and go the way we know is safe. Although I'm not sure... I'm not actually certain that we will be able to go back the way we know is safe. The precipice. Precipice of what? Like, I don't know if all of the traversal is actually functional backwards. It may be the case that there are some spots where we just can't get there. Do I want to take the opportunity to sleep? Making my life a little bit more difficult if we decide this is the wrong way. I'm gonna do it though. It is headed east, right? If this ends up being another way back to the computer, then that'll be a real bummer. Of course, they don't show you any, like, enemies or real challenges until after the first time you've slept here and sort of locked yourself in. But at least the gate is, the gate threshold is 0. All right. Let's see about the dangers that lie ahead. It's like I say, there's no. I've not seen any like getting rained out threat, and that's true. But it is also kind of always raining, and I guess that's a worrying sign in itself. Does look like it involves some hanging. Okay. A lot of lizards and stuff. No, I cannot get down this way. Shoot. So I need to get in that pipe there. Sadly. Yeah, I know there's danger. Okay, a lot of danger, actually. Okay, this helps. Only one of them's still out here. Is it also... Yes. Okay, makes things a lot easier. Ah! I, first of all, was holding up. Secondly, that doesn't go anywhere. Wouldn't have mattered much if I had grabbed on. It seems like this area might not be anything, because that's the only way we could go, wasn't it? I'm missing something? I mean, maybe there's a spot where you can just descend. You're supposed to know that it's safe to fall off the bottom of some screens and not others. Once again, the hard screen barrier is doing the game absolutely zero favors. There we go. A little nerve-wracking. Alright, let's see if there seems to be another way. We could try just hurling ourselves leftward. Blutorial friend is here. That's, you know, nice at least. Sometimes an indication that you're headed in the right direction. Nope, that is a hard screen barrier. That's just an actual wall. So, yeah. This is a dead end. It's just a weird dead end. Yeah, could you not interrupt my map? Well, okay. The map does not capture everything that you see on your screen. Because why would anyone ever want to have accurate information about things they've seen? So it's hard to tell if, like, it's very difficult to look at the map and know like where the actual bounds of anything are, because the map stops way, way, way short of your actual line of sight. Well, let's see about dropping down. Nope. Those poles down there are extend all the way to the bottom of the visibility of the map, but like, there we go. Now we've got that marked properly. Things are remarkably aware of my position. I think there's a pearl at my feet there. Yeah. Alright, well. This was a bust. Not sure what just happened to all those lizards, but I'll take it. Sorry, this button. Yeah, guess we just turn around. Why would they even put in just like a dead end like this? Push it against the walls a little bit because it feels like it has to be fake. Okay, what about over here? Is there something cool going on this way? Ooh, okay. Free food. Another dead end, which I'm going to run all the way to the end of so that it gets marked on our map, but food is good. Excited about that. Where did my cell fall? Okay, it was in the mouth of the thing. So I wonder. Okay. So there's nowhere up there. This is also a dead end. Are there any more directions available? Let's try. No, it doesn't look like there's actually any up here to go, right? It just comes to a, yeah, it comes to a hard stop. That's it. That's the whole region. Alright, well, I had to admit to some surprise. Really didn't think it was going to be a dead end. Am I allowed to go back? Oh yeah, this is a different day. I was going to say, because we've had problems getting a gate to operate a second time on a day, but we are, we slept. We're good. You know, somebody went to the subreddit and threw a legitimate childish hissy fit over me not choosing to explore all the new areas in a game that's like legendarily hostile to exploration. About that area specifically, it was when I didn't explore that area with the last character, and that's the thing they were mad about, that I didn't see that. Just some people, you know? Okay, so it is going to be a long fucking way back down. And I'm not sure I have the energy to really start it. Listen, we got out of computer nightmare territory, but we are headed towards some other nightmares. And we're going to have to run that whole darkness thing backwards. I mean, with the orb, we can probably make it work, right? Orb jumps are an exceedingly powerful tool. I think that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're going to see exactly how much of this we can do backwards and exactly how much we're able to sort of cheat past things and avoid having to do stuff thanks to the power of our wonderful magic jumping orb. And we'll see you then.